Well, it's time for a little OS update for the Syntakt. The OS updates is something that we do once in a while for our machines. We would love to do OSs for all machines all the time, but it's a lot of work. So we take them one at a time, and now it's Syntakt's time. And we have, for this OS, given the Syntakt users some more machines to play around with and to create new chaos with.
Excellent. Let's have a look. What have we got?
Yes. So we have the machine concept, which means a machine inside the machine.
Yeah.
And here we have added BD Acoustic. We have added the SD Acoustic. We have added Psychip. And we have added the HH Lab, which is 4 machines that we have in the Analog Rytm earlier, but we kind of took the Rytm and poured some of that into Syntakt. And we also added page looping, so you can loop one specific page if you have multiple pages, instead of having to listen through them all the time. And we also added Euclidean Sequencer.
Wow.
And so we can just take a look at, for example, the page looping part, where you choose the page that you want to loop, and then you mark it in the second line here. And in that way, you can loop only that one. So now only the third one is looping. And here are the machines. We have the BD Acoustic, which is a new kick drum that has more of an acoustic-ish character. And same thing with the SD Acoustic. And here is the Psychip. And on this track we have the HH Lab. So altogether with this pattern together here. And if we take just a closer look on the side chip here, you can see that we have also new graphics for it, for the offsets, where you basically set the note value, and up here is the waveform, but this new graphics we will see if we can put that into the Rytm as well, but this makes it a bit clearer. So good luck and have fun, Syntakt users.
So how long have you been working on this update?
This update, well, we started to work on this, I believe, earlier this year, and it always updates runs as a parallel work. We're a tiny company. We try to maneuver a lot of things at the same time, so it's not like we go into an isolated OS mode. We have to kind of do it in parallel, so it takes a while.
It must be awkward to know when to stop and go, okay, we just release it at this point, because there's always going to be new features coming online. You think, oh, we could do that, we could do that.
Yeah, and that's how it is with, especially I would say, with the hardware. When we have a machine that we want to release, and the best ideas comes in at the end.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, but we got to release it. And like, yeah, but can we just bend in this? And then if that's a genius function, you know, we can either move the launch or stay up really, really late in the evenings. And usually it's the second one. So, but that's also always a little issue, that you find new fun things and deciding, here we stop.
So is that decision to stop easier or harder with software? Because software, you haven't got the limitations of actually kind of a hard launch date. So is it easier to have kind of feature creep, where you think, oh, well, if we just give ourselves a few more weeks, we can put this feature in?
I think I'm on a bit thin ice if our R&D team sees me talking about what is
All
more
right.
and less different,
Let's
difficult.
step away from this.
So I'm going to back out of the topic a bit and say that it's extremely work heavy, and I work in sales and marketing. I'm just happy for all the fun things that we get to work with.
Let's leave it there before we get you into trouble.
Thank you.
Many thanks, Christian.